I think we have action. I think it's live. The computer's going to cooperate, hopefully, with me today so that we can stay in contact with each other. So happy Thursday. It's Throwback Thursday. We'll throw that up there so that you guys can see that little ticker tape go across the bottom there. And we are going to get right into some social media strategies. And so how has your day all been going? If you want to join me live here, you may just have to give permission to the link up above there that says StreamYard. You may have to just tap on it and give it permission so that I can see your profile picture pop up on the screen, and it shows your little face there. And then I can see who I'm, pardon me, having a conversation with. If you want to just sit in the background and just listen to all the information that I'm passing along here, that's fine too. And hopefully you can gain some takeaway and some value from all of this. So I'm going to pass on to you 5 little tips or tricks that you can hopefully use to grow your business online the modern way. And we will get after that in a few seconds here. Down here below, it says heatheredmondson.com, and that is my website if you want to go check that out a little bit later and see what that's all about. By all means, jump in there too and have a look-see. So before we go too far, welcome to my community where like-minded entrepreneurs come to gain education and skills in social media, attraction marketing, and how to build your business the modern way through, like I said, skills and education in live video like we're doing right now, branding, posting with intention, and not spamming your products or services all over your page. And I too am in the industry along with you, building my e-commerce business as well. So things that I learn and I pass along to you. So hopefully that you can gain some knowledge and skills too. So number 1, how do you make yourself stand out on social media? It is super, super busy now. And so you want to make yourself pop and stand out so that people will stop the scroll and actually take the time to actually look at you. So you want to become more visible. And so how do we do that? How do you draw more people to you? So we want to, are you on all social platforms? Are you on just one social platform? Let me know down there which ones that you kind of work with. Are you on Instagram? Are you on TikTok? Are you in any of those types of platforms? That'd be cool to know where you're sitting at and what you do. So you want to learn how to post with intention. And so you want to be able to make a post that's going to be able to maybe be shared over several different platforms, maybe just by tweaking it a little bit so that different audiences will be in different places. And so that you don't want the exact same message, you want it to be kind of geared to that audience that is maybe sitting in those different platforms. But to save yourself some time, you want to be able to maybe use the stories feature. Do you know about the stories feature, or do you use the stories feature? It's the little tiles that pop up. Oh, I left my phone upstairs. The little tiles that pop up on your screen. And because it's first thing on the scroll on your Facebook page or in your business page or in your group, that's what Facebook wants you to use a lot, because that's why it's putting it first thing right in your face. So you want to have a new story going up there as many times as you want in the day on the stories feature. But you only want to have maybe one post a day going up on your, whether it's your profile, your personal profile, or your business page, because then they start to compete with each other. You want to give time for the algorithm to work for you in your favor. So if you post after post after post after post, then they're fighting and interfering with each other. If you have more than one page and you're putting a post up on one page and then an hour later you're putting a post up on another page, those two will interfere with you as well. So we have some company here today. Hello, Deb. Thank you for popping in here right after you're done work. I appreciate it, my friend, that you're spending some of your valuable time with me. Hopefully you are having a wonderful day as well. So like I say, you don't want your you don't want your posts competing with each other. So space them out in the day. If you're going to put up 2 posts in a day, make one earlier in the morning and one maybe later in the evening. If you're going to put up 3 posts, even if it is in the stories post, you want them to be maybe spread out a little bit so that one's going up morning, midday, and evening kind of things. But there is no rhyme or reason to what's going to work for you on your page or profile or TikTok or Instagram. So it's a trial and error thing. So that's number 2 little tip that I'm going to share with you. You want to test and evaluate. So you want to test different times in the day to see when your audience is there. For an example, a friend of mine used this as an example. An 80-year-old person that you maybe have on Facebook who maybe not be in your target audience, but is maybe looking at things, may not be looking at things that are going to be posted at 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock at night. Whereas a teenager or a younger person, if that's your target audience and that's who you're trying to draw to, may be looking at their feeds later in the evening, or a younger person that maybe has a young family, maybe their kids will be in bed by then, maybe they're looking more at from 9 till midnight at their phone, or early in the morning, maybe before their kids get up, those kinds of things. So trial and error, practice some things, check it out, see what works for you. So you want to know what's working, what's not working, and what can I do differently to try to change this up to get more growth, to get more people to watch you, to get more interaction with you. A really good thing is, like what I just did, was ask you a question, put it down below. When you interact with your audience and you actually engage with them, that is what Facebook wants. That's what all the social platforms want, is they want engagement. The whole media, social media, was created to be social. It's not to push market. It's not to sell things to people. It's to be social and actually engage with them and have conversations with them. So asking questions is a really good thing. And it doesn't matter what kind of questions are. Something that can stir everybody up and get them excited and get them talking about things, that's a really good thing. Like the other day I asked about, do you prefer McDonald's coffee over Tim Hortons coffee? Which do you prefer? Or do you like Starbucks or wherever, depending on where your target audience is? Let me know. Let me know that down there as well. You know, you can start all kinds of conversations. Maybe it's about, do you wear a baseball cap, or do you wear, in Canada here we call them toques? You know, there's all kinds of different things that you can ask for questions and ask your audience to engage with. So those are just a few examples. So number 3, are you checking your numbers? Are you checking the metrics that are underneath each post that you have? Like when I'm done this live, it'll say how many people watched, how many people actually engaged with me. So you want to check your interactions, your engagements, and you want to see how many people like or follow you. The likes button is going away. The likes button is now taboo. That's so 2015. That's not going to be around for much longer. It's going to be the follow button. So you want your people that you are engaging with, your audience or your fans or your tribe or whatever you want to call them, you want them to follow you, because it'll show a number of how many people are following you. And you can like somebody and not follow somebody, and there's all that in there as well. So the likes button is being thrown away. That's going away here. Mike Zuckerberg has been saying that for quite some time, so it should be happening anytime here. Make sure that the follow button is turned on your page or profile. Do you know how to do that? Maybe we'll set that up as another little example on another day. So instead of having the likes button, you can edit that. You can press the edit on it, and you can edit it, and it'll say follow, and you can change it to a follow button, so people will put on that, tap on that, and then give you a follow that way. So number 4, you want to become an expert in one area, so that people will say, hey, Heather's good at showing me social media tips. I'm going to go to her page and see what she's doing and what she's teaching and the kind of information that she's giving out, because she knows some of this stuff. So you want to become good at one specific thing. If you're going to try and catch everybody to be interested in what you're doing, you're going to get nobody. If you're throwing mud up against the wall, is some of it going to stick? Yeah, a little bit's going to stick. Most of it's going to fall off. Or some people say throwing spaghetti against the wall. Have you ever done that? Only a few little pieces of spaghetti will stick and the rest will fall to the ground. So you have to dial it down and know who you're targeting, and make it very specific to the needs of whoever that target audience is going to be. So hopefully that is helpful. And you want them to be excited about whatever it is. You're not necessarily selling, like somebody has used an example, you're at a hardware store, for example, and you're not really selling the shovel. You're selling what the shovel can do for that person. The shovel can dig a hole. So you're going to show the person how to put up a fence and dig holes with that said shovel, right? If you're selling a pen, you don't want to say, oh, I'm selling a pen. You want to show all the different Like this one has a whole, but this one's a great one. It's got a whole bunch of different colors in it. One pen and 3 different colors. Like how cool is that? So you want to show that this pen can do multiple things and not just be a pen, right? It has different colors, so it can do different things, cool things. So that's an example. And number 5 for today, quick live here today. You want to be a leader. You want to, whatever you expect of your team or your tribe or your fans or your followers, if you are not doing it yourself, then how do you expect them to do it? It's like being a good parent. If you say to your kids, don't do that, do as I say and not as I do, then you're not being a very good example for them. But if you show your kids how to treat your spouse or how your spouse should treat you, and you lead by that example, then hopefully your children will learn your son will learn how to treat his wife or his girlfriend, and your daughters will learn how they should be treated by their boyfriend or future husband, etc., etc. So that's just a quick example of that. So if you want, like I said, if you want your team to follow you, you need to be able to lead by example. You want to work with them. You want to work closely with them, especially when they're first starting out on their business, so that they learn the habits and learn them so that they become able to duplicate their team with the methods that you're showing. Maybe your team has videos that can show them how to go through some steps. Maybe you can have personal calls set up with them. Try and have question and answer periods with them once a week or once every 2 weeks or once a month, whatever it is for your team and whatever works for you. Zoom calls are perfect for that. Messenger chats are perfect for that, where you can actually see the person face to face and not actually have to be in the same room. Because let's face it, with social media, our teams are ending up being able to be grown all over the world. So set up those calls with your team. Make sure you're interacting. Make sure you're not just calling them up and say, how are things going? And they're just like, well, it's okay. It's just like your normal reply to when somebody says, how are you today? You say, I'm good, I'm fine. Well, no, I'm not fine. I've got an ear infection. But am I going to tell everybody that? No, I'm not going to, because that's just your normal reply that you say to everybody. So make sure you're really, really finding out what your team or your tribe or your audience is after. Make sure you're engaging with them and show them some cool new tech. Whenever the new tech comes out, that's something that's going to keep them up to date and current, and something that's going to wow everybody out there, something that's different. So that was all of that in a nutshell. So thank you very much for everybody for being here with me today. Anybody coming in on the replay, do let me know where it is that you are coming in from. I can set up a personal call with you guys on my Calendly link. You can tap on that and pick a time that will work out, and we can set up some little strategies for what your business needs. Maybe your business page needs a makeover of your background, your branding, anything like that. I'm here to help and assist with that in between working full time. So time will always expose what you mean to someone. That's the little tagline that I had up in the little picture that let you know that I was coming live today at this time. And like I said, appreciate it again. If you want to make sure that you don't miss any of my lives, there are 3 little dots in the corner of your screen. Well, I guess it's on this side for you guys. On the top right-hand corner of the screen, if you are on a phone, on a computer, I also think it's on the right-hand side. My left. Anyways. And you can tap on that and make sure that you get notifications of when I'm going live next. I will be on my health page tomorrow, my healthy living page for Fun Food Friday, and you're going to have to check that out to see what I'm making that's healthy. So have a good day, everyone. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.